So what you guys will need is an x86 Linux ISO. I got this one right here, Ubuntu 18.0.4.5. It's x86. It's right there, 32-bit. You will need a USB drive, at least probably 4 GB. I don't think you'll need much more than that. You'll need an old PC, of course, and keyboard, mouse, monitor, and you will need some kind of flashing software to put this ISO on the USB. So I'm gonna plug this thing in right there. Of course, I had it the right way the first time. There we go. Alright, different USB. I grabbed a different USB. So anyway, if you have any data you want saved, you better put it somewhere else, because this drive is about to be completely wiped. So, I have Rufus on here, which is the flasher tool I'll be using. This is a Rufus 4, but it doesn't matter if it's a new one or an old one. Doesn't really matter. So you select your 4 GB drive or whatever drive you have. Make sure it's the right one. Then you select right here your ISO file you just downloaded. So for me, that is right here. Okay, you want master boot record, BIOS, good. It's FAT32. Close, I don't need the new version. Yep. And that is fine. And then we will write. And it's just warning you it will destroy all data on the device. And while we wait for that to finish, we'll talk about the computer. Alright, so I just pulled the screws off this. This is an old Sony Vaio that I decided to spray paint without sanding down and ruined it, basically. It looks like absolute crap. But I want to show you guys why we're putting Linux on it. This is when we boot it up. Get my deodorant out of the way. We got the Sony and all that, Pentium 4. Well, half the time it will find the boot disk, half the time it won't. Let me control delete it, I think F4 100 times. Maybe it's F2. One of them. Hello, computer. Oh, so we have Windows XP. I'm gonna cut that. If you're watching this, I probably already cut it, made it shorter. Now, why would you get rid of a legend like Windows XP? Well, there's a couple reasons. The first of which, I'll show you. This copy of Windows must be activated with Microsoft before you can log on. Do you want to activate now? No? Oh, look, I can't log on. Okay, we'll hit yes. Obviously, I don't have a network card. Well, I think that there's a network card in it, but one, I'm not connecting it to my internet, and two, I'm not plugging in an Ethernet to get it on my internet. So basically, I can't activate this. You can see, yes, let's activate over the internet. No, I don't want to register, I just want to activate. yeah, basically it wants to auto detect network settings and not going to be able to do it. Anyway, I know there's a workaround for this, but I'm not going to bother. Obviously I've shown Windows plenty of times, so today we're going to turn this off. Yes, we're going to be putting Linux on it. Here, I'll open it up, show you the specs, see if this will slide off, because I painted the thing. Now you can see the awesome paint job I did where you put it on and it gets all screwed up. So here we have our crappy Delta Electronics power supply, 200 to 240 volt. Output 295.4 watts. We got our ATI graphics card, Pentium 4, behind all these ribbon cables and whatnot. We got 4 gigs of RAM. We got the DVD read-write drive right here. Got the CD-ROM drive right here, and then we got the floppy disks right here. Hard drive right there. The ribbon cables and power. This is all IDE. And then we got our networking card down here, which I'm not connecting to the internet. So anyway, I'm gonna see how the flash is going of the Linux ISO and start flashing this bad boy. Some of you may be wondering why I'm using a USB to install Linux instead of like a CD or DVD. That's because the USB is faster, even though I believe all of these are USB 1.0, which a CD might be faster. I'm gonna have to check the read-write speeds on those instead of this USB 1.0. And we got some ports back here. I'll try and show you. So we got power, the PS2 keyboard and mouse, parallel. I'm not sure what this one is. I forget. I knew it back in 2018 when I had my PC networking course, but forget what that is. We got the optical audio port, USBs, obviously. We got the audio ports. We got VGA, S-video, and we got our DVI port as well. Oh, lastly, we got our modem jacks right down here, RJ11. That's for internet back in the day when we used phone lines. But anyway, there's the rundown of the computer. And our ISO is burnt to the drive, so let's try it out. Okay. Put this back here. Come on. Plug in. Switch around. Okay. Okay. So let's turn this puppy on. Down here. Fan spins up. Okay. Let's see here. Is it F2? Yep, it's F2. Okay. Boot device. Sony. Save and exit. I already went through the powered by Intel Pentium screen and the Sony screen, and it's posting, or it got through the post I should say, and now hopefully it detects the USB. It didn't. Okay, we're gonna have to reboot then. Okay, let's try this again. System memory 2048 megabytes. That's not right. We should have 4 gigs in here. Oh, is it not detecting the... First of all, we want that on top. We want that. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Just gonna zoom in. Alright, now we're booting from the USB drive. Well, Houston, we have a problem. The USB is not working. So, we're going to switch over to a CD, burn the CD, and then run it off one of these optical drives and see if it will boot from that. So, I'll pull up a CD and we'll get right on that. Alright guys, what you'll need is either a laptop or desktop or some kind of computer with a CD and DVD drive, or one that can be plugged in via USB, USB-C, any port that works on the computer basically. Plug that in. You will also need, here we go, I have a old DVD-R with 4.7 gigabytes on it, which is good because this ISO file is 1.7 gigs, 1.44 gigs right there. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up one of these discs. If I can get my, give me one. Sheesh. Non-scratch, never used. Put that in the drive. Close the drive. Now you get a little spinning disc thing coming up here. So here we are. We want to burn. Oh. Oops. We want to burn a file to it. Mount. Burn right here. Okay, yes, always DVD-R, yes. Verify disk after burning. No, we don't have time for that. Normally you would want to do that. But this is gonna burn to the disk, and I'll be back to put the disk in the computer over there in the DVD drive, and we will try and load the operating system that way. It's almost done. Alright, so it's burned. If you guys haven't burned a disc before, this is what it looks like. It adds a bunch of cool lines into it. Anyway, I'm gonna hop over here, get this mess out of the way. Alright. We're gonna turn it on. And obviously we're going to want to get the DVD drive. Okay. Put the disc in. There it is. Push that in. It pulls it in. Okay. Reboot and select proper boot device. Come on, computer. I'm giving you a boot device. Okay, I'm impatient. Control Alt Delete. Okay. Whoops. Gonna do this DVD above that. Boot device priority. DVD, cool. Save and exit. Come on, focus. Come on. Alright, I just moved this to a different drive, so I just put it in this bottom one instead. Alt delete. Smash F2 about 1 billion times. Okay. Go back here. Put the CDR first. Boot priority. CDR, cool. Save and exit. Hopefully it works this time. Come on. Oh my god. What the frick? So F8 is supposed to bring you to the boot menu, so obviously we're doing the CD-ROM. See if it works this time. It's weird, you can hear it spin up and then it stops. Then it goes to this black screen and it's going to put us back in Windows, which is so weird. Come on. Okay. So we're going to smash F2 100 times again. Gonna keep trying until we get this to work. I have never struggled this much with getting anything to load ever. Okay, got that. Okay. Where is my drive at? I just plugged in the USB back here again too. So okay, let's just exit, discard, F8. I doubt it will let me F8 from here. No. Come on. Why is it? Okay. I don't know where my USB drive is. Let's try that. I don't think that's it. That's the hard drive. Okay. Now we're trying to boot from the USB and the DVD drive. I just put it in the DVD plus CD-ROM. So hopefully it will go down the list and try both. I might have to try a different USB device or a different ISO. I don't know what's going on here. It obviously doesn't like the USB. Okay, not booting from that. Just pull that. Still blinking. Come on. Well guys, here we are, about an hour later. Got a new USB formatted and loaded the ISO on here. And we have a driver issue, obviously. We have like no display on here. So we're gonna try and get the terminal up. And here we have it. And I'm gonna see if we can pull an ATI driver. So as you guys can see, I gave up on Xubuntu and got Debian 12. Hopefully this one doesn't have a problem with the drivers, the graphics drivers. So far so good. I hit graphical install and you can see it's blinking away down there. So we'll see what happens here. It might freeze, I hope not. – 4.5 minutes later and we got to the install screen. Come on, focus. Oop, better plug the hard drive back in. Well, it's not hot swappable like SATA, so hopefully it doesn't yell at me that it can't detect a drive. Okay, I just plugged it in right there. Let's see. Detect network hardware, yeah, right. Let's see if it actually finds the networking card. Used to have a wireless networking card, I don't know if it still does. I doubt it. Come on, focus, dang. Yeah, that's what I thought. We don't need it. Do not configure network at this time. Hostname Debian. Put in a root password. Okay. Got the password. We are in Eastern time, that is correct. So I just set up my new user root username or root password. Let me start over. We just set up the username, password, and root password. Okay, we're gonna use the entire disk. That's fine. Not that big anyway. And that is the USB. We do not want that. Oh, don't tell me I have to restart because I didn't have the drive plugged in. I said screw it to Xubuntu. It's taking forever. Finally loaded up and had driver issues, so we're just gonna start with this. It was actually so bad with Xubuntu I couldn't even use the terminal to get any drivers downloaded. The network would not be detected. Yes, I plugged in an Ethernet cord, it didn't find it. So we're doing that this time. And we are not going to connect the network this time until after I get to the GUI. Okay, I really don't need you to configure the network right now. Alright, cool. Continue. Do not configure at this time. Sure, that's fine. Zone, yes. Detecting disks. Please find it. Yep. That is it. Yep. Alright guys, so I installed the network version of Debian. So what we're going to do is, well, let me say this, is I typed in the system CTL status networking. It shows it's enabled, and my Ethernet cord happened to break because I slammed it in my door right here, and it literally broke it. So got this USB 2.4 gigahertz networking receiver, transmitter receiver. We're gonna plug it in down here if I can get it facing the right way. Come on. Here we go. So that should be in. PCI. Speed controller.
So what we want to do now is we want to create a file for WPA supplicant, and then you want to append the name of your Wi-Fi card to the end of it. So like if I go on this other TTY here, L01 conf W file name tags to it CTR who need to be here.
Okay.
Notice I'm using tab complete. That's a really handy tool. And see here, this is typos on the command line. So NC network interfaces. I'm gonna open that up, and as you can see here, this is the basic configuration that we can install. interfaces. Interfaces are going to be static interfaces, so we just use auto EMP0S3. Now, of course, in this instance, we're getting a DHCP IP address, but we might want to set up an interface, for example, that has a static IP address, which in the case we would.
Alright guys, I'm feeling pretty defeated. We're installing Debian 12. That is not what I wanted. Oh, that's the device. Wow, you can tell I'm tired. Anyway, we're installing AntiX on the same USB drive right there. Because being dumb, I installed the network version of Debian. Tried to connect it to the internet and was unsuccessful because of my lack of Linux knowledge. But we're putting a new operating system on here, so this is gonna be a long video, but yes, we will skip the installation and I will just come back when I get it on the desktop if possible. Yeah, so we're on AntiX. This is a live USB. I'm gonna connect to the internet real quick. Wi-Fi. Cinnamon, sure. Oh my gosh, what is the root password? Just Googled it. Password's root. There should be anyway. Incorrect password. It said it was. Maybe I gotta use this. Come on. Okay, no when entries. Okay, cancel. Stop. Cancel. Stop. Holy crap. Holy frick. Apparently the default password is demo for the live boot. Okay, what is going on? Scanning wireless driver not supported. Okay, stop. Cinnamon, we'll try that. Okay. Interface. Can you get out of here? Close. My God. Wait. Holy frick. Stop. Just do what I want you to do for a second. Okay, just open one. Jeez, I hate this. Okay, stop. Stop. Network. Wi-Fi. I just need wireless. Hidden Wi-Fi. Yes. Connect. Okay. Exit. Okay. It looks like I'm connected to my network, so we're gonna try and ping something here just to test it. Ping. 8.8.8.8. Cool, it works. Awesome. Exit. We're gonna install. My goodness. I'm not gonna press escape. I needed to find everything. Next. Entire disk. Yep, that'd be it. Yes.